He scores!
The place will be rocking because it's Saturday night. Because it's hockey tonight.
The place will be rocking because it's Saturday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, children of all ages, come around, sit down. Let me tell you about a story how the Edmonton Oilers put to rest the Vancouver Canucks in round 2, game 7. This is Oilers Fan Reaction. My name is Matt. Great talk for the Oilers fans. Now, it was not easy. Oh, boys, do we know the Oilers don't make things easy on them, but we're still playing some La Bamba, baby. We're off to Dallas. And Dallas should be worried. And we will get into that in the next video for the conference previews. There was only 4 teams left. We got Florida, we got the New York Rangers, we got the Dallas Stars, and your truly Edmonton Oilers. And now, we're going to talk about this game because this game, there was a lot that happened in this game. There was a Draisaitl point. McDavid was held off the score sheet. McDavid only played 20 minutes. Draisaitl only played 17. That is why Dallas should be worried. Oilers won game 7 without their top 2 players being their top 2 players. Now, usually I'm going to rag on Vancouver, and I'm going to later on in the video, but for now, I got to give one player his due and one player only, because if it wasn't for him, this wouldn't have been a series. If it wasn't for him, the Vancouver Canucks would have got mollywopped and swept. I don't care if they had Demko in net, they weren't beating the Oilers this series. I don't care if they had Patrick Waugh himself, they were not beating the Oilers in this series. The Oilers pretty much were trying to beat themselves. Yes, Vancouver fans, this series wasn't close. Not even a little bit. I don't care that you won 3 games. How long total do you think Vancouver had the lead for? In total. All games total. And of course you're going to look at the end of the video, because I'm going to tell you at the end of the video what the total is. All the games combined, how long Vancouver had the lead for. Might surprise you. Now, Archers, Sealofts. Wow. Kid, you had yourself a coming out party. You alone are the reason why the Oilers didn't mollywop and sweep the Vancouver Canucks. Well, you and the ineptitude of the Oilers defense at times in this series. It was almost like the Oilers played with their food. They go up by 3 goals, and it's like, well, we'll just sit back and let it happen and figure out things from there. No, you can't do that in the NHL. You can't do that in the NHL, Edmonton. You did it in Game 1, it cost you. You did it in... Excusez-moi s'il vous plaît. You did it in Game 5, it cost you. You almost did it in Game 7, and it almost caught you. Thankfully, you buckled down, you bent but didn't break defense, blocked shots galore in this one. Oh boy, was it a freaking... What a sight to see. Oilers win 3-2. No overtime needed. They were up by 3. They kind of rested on their laurels. Again, don't like that. But hey, it is what it is, what it is. We're going to talk about the goals. In the first period, no scoring, even Stevens. Both teams were kind of, we don't want to lose this game in the first period. Yes, the shot totals were 13-2 for them Edmonton Oilers. Vancouver had a 4-minute power play. Sucks for you. Best chances were the Edmonton Oilers. Connor Brown, breakaway, Seeloff's nice big save. Again, Vancouver, 4-minute power play, you do skadoosh. Yes, I know, but we're missing Brock Besser, and we're missing Demko, and excuses are for assholes. Everyone's got them. I don't want to hear yours. Honestly, the way your fan base was beaking so much, and continue to peak. You guys lost, and you continue to think that you were the better team. You weren't. Point blank, period. Vancouver was not the better team. The better team was the Edmonton Oilers. The better team is the Edmonton Oilers. And the better team will always be the Edmonton Oilers. Vancouver's got will. Vancouver's got grit. Vancouver's got the never say die attitude. All great, fine, cool. But when the skill matches the will, the skill wins every time. Every time. Anyways, go to the second period. Cody CC. What a shot by CC. His second goal of the playoffs. Kulak and Holloway get the assist at 1:16 of the second period. Bright and early, I guess Vancouver went in the dressing room thinking, hey, our 2 shots are perfect. We could beat this and win this game. Nah. And, of course, at 5:50 of the same second period, Zachary Hyman tips in the Bouchard shot, and Hopkins gets an assist as well. Hyman with his 11th goal of these playoffs. Bouchard with his 14th assist, and Hopkins with his 12th assist. Make the score 2-0. Oh, but we weren't done there. Still in the second period with 15:22, 5 and a bit left. Ryan Nugent Hopkins from Burnaby, BC, local product, I might add, scores on the power play. Hey, that's something Vancouver failed to do this game, 0 for 3. Hopkins gets the goal assisted by Bouchard and Draisaitl. Draisaitl continues his torrent pace. He is now 2 games behind Mark Messier for all-time point streak in the playoffs to start. Let that sink in. He just passed Gretzky, who had 11. Messier has 14. Draisaitl has 12. 12 games in, Draisaitl has 2 games to tie Messier's record. So game 1 and 2, if Draisaitl gets a point, he ties Messier's record for most points to start a season streak. And then the third period with 11:27 to go. Oh my God, McLeod, sit down because you didn't see the ice at all after this boo-boo. And it was a huge boo-boo. And I hate the fact that the fans are, oh, Skinner should have had it. It's Skinner's fault. Why can't Skinner be better? Skinner? McLeod had the puck on his stick. All he had to do was give it a little wompy womp, dump, dump, tap, tap, and down out the ice it goes. No. He heard footsteps that weren't coming. And I said it on the stream, and I will say it again. That play, McLeod didn't play the rest of the game. He sat the rest of the game. McDavid was Kieran was down playing on that line, was shifted on that line. McDavid didn't play very much. He played 20 minutes. Draisaitl played 17. Anyways, so Garland takes the puck, shoots, he scores. 3-1 Edmonton with 11:27 into the third period that happened. So there's about 9:33 left to go in the game. Oilers still up 2. Oilers still got that cushion, the pushing for the cushion, and it's a good thing they had that cushion because at 15:24 with an empty net, Hornick, what a shot! It was just a beautiful shot. Vancouver held the Oilers in the zone. It was because of a bad icing. Bouchard, just a bad icing by Bouchard to take. He had time. He had space. He could have put it soft off the boards, a little bit of dump into neutral zone. He could have just lifted it in the neutral zone. No. Bouchard rifles it down the ice. She's an icing. Tired Oiler players are on the ice. And Oilers lose the faceoff. Stop me if you've heard that before in this series. Oilers lose the faceoff. Lindholm wins faceoff. Lindholm gets puck to Hughes. Hughes over to Hornick. Pew! Good goal by Hornick. Too little, too late. Vancouver loses Trizos to 2s. Now, that is only Hughes 10th point in the playoffs, 2nd point of the series. Where was Hughes? Everybody wants to talk, oh, well, Bouchard is power play, Bouchard all about. Where was Hughes on the power play? Where was Hughes this entire series? Everybody wants to blame, well, Pettersson was bad. Where was Hughes? I don't want to hear, well, Hughes was guarding McDavid and he was guarding Draisaitl. Yeah, well, he was also on the ice guarding the guys like Holloway, the fourth line of McLeod and Derek Ryan. And still, when he was out there, he wasn't doing nothing against those guys. So what's the excuse, Vancouver fan? Where was Hughes? Invisa Hughes. Where was he? He had flashes, as he should. He's a great defenseman. I'm just saying, as good as the regular season was for the Vancouver Canucks, and as good as you guys were all happy and just content being here, your team folded like a cheap suit when it mattered. You had a 3-2 series lead. Went to Edmonton, got mollywopped 5-1. And I said, and I quote, when Draisaitl scored that goal in Game 6, and he walked by Joshua, and he said, bye-bye, you're done. Vancouver was done. They didn't score on Skinner till the 3rd period. Mental warfare. You call it is. They were tired. They were gassed. If it wasn't for Seeloss making such amazing saves in Game 1 and in Game 3, I think it is, Oilers would have taken the series in 4. But instead, we got media saying, Oilers barely got by Vancouver. Barely my ass. Now, remember when I said how much time did the Vancouver Canucks have holding the lead against the Oilers? I did the math. I mathed it pretty significantly, if I do say so myself. So, first game, they were losing the entire game till the 3rd period at 14:26. Second game, they had the lead at 4:14, tie game at 10:56. They had the lead at 53 seconds, lost it 33 seconds later. They had the lead from 18:17 in the 2nd period all the way to 5:38 of the 3rd period. The longest that Vancouver held the lead for was in Game 3 from the 1st period until the end of the game at 46:42. So 46 minutes and 42 seconds. Never had the lead in Game 4. Had the lead for all of 33 seconds in Game 5. Never had the lead in Game 6. Never had the lead in Game 7 for a total of 67 minutes and 45 seconds. Vancouver had the lead in this game for 67 minutes and 45 seconds. Do you want to know how long the Oilers had the lead for? Anybody? Anybody want to take a gander? 91 minutes and 15 seconds. How long's the game? 60 minutes. I'll let that sink in, that the Oilers had it for a game and a half. For 30 minutes longer than the Vancouver Canucks had the lead. But oh no, it was a close series. Oh no, Vancouver was the better team. We're going to get into the whole, what the game looked like right here, like I said. But take a gander. Shots 29-17 for the Oilers just because they sat back in the 3rd period. And faceoffs, again, Vancouver 55 out of 45. 56 faceoffs, they won 31 of them. Something the Oilers do have to pick up on, and pick up on very significantly if they want to beat Dallas. And there's a chance to beat Dallas, there is. 50% for the Oilers, 1 for 2 on the power play. 0% on the power play for Vancouver, including a 4-minute double minor to what's his nuts, McLeod. 0 for 3. Hits, Vancouver were the hitting party, and that's what I loved about this game. Pettersson, And I'm going to call this kid out because, damn, you are making way too much money to be this invisible. The Oilers loved the fact that Pettersson was hitting. I loved the fact that Pettersson was hitting. Why? Because when Pettersson is playing physical, he's not mentally focused on offensively dominating the game. When he wants to go out and hit and run everything that moves and use that anger in that way, he's not thinking about offense. Oilers win when Pettersson doesn't think about offensive zone, pass the puck, shoot the puck, score. And he's thinking about hitting, jumping, crashing, booming, hip checks. Block shots. Oof, this one's got to hurt. 21 block shots for the Edmonton Oilers, only 8 for Vancouver. The team that pride themselves on block shots and letting the goalie see the second shot, first shot opportunity, wasn't doing it. Shots by period. Oilers had 13 in the first period. Vancouver had 2, no scores. Oilers had 14 in the second period. Vancouver had 10. The Oilers scored 3 goals on 14 shots. I'm not saying that's very good numbers. I'm just saying that's pretty damn good numbers. In the third period, the Oilers had 2 shots and they played a shell. I don't like that the Oilers, when they have a 3-goal lead, go into a freaking turtle shell. Cannot do that against Dallas. If you have a 3, you're not. Let me just say, the Oilers are not going to get a 3-goal lead against the Dallas Stars. Ain't happening. They could get a 1-goal lead. They could possibly get a 2-goal lead. But there is no way in Sam fuck the Oilers are going to have a 3 or more goal lead against Dallas Stars. Stars are too good. I will give the credit where the credit is due with the Devil. The Stars are a good hockey team. They are the favorite hockey team going into this round. A lot of the pundits and a lot of the media guys and fans alike have Dallas winning the series in 4 or 5. Ye of little faith and know nothing stupidness. This next series the Oilers have will not be quick. It will not be short for either team. It's going to be a 7-game series. I won't tell you who I have. You obviously know I'm going to pick the Oilers because I'm an Oiler guy. But we have round 3 preview coming up. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love my predictions and love why. Anyways, it's tough for me to tell you Vancouver was the worst team in this because they weren't a bad team. They played to their abilities. Overachieved all year and played to their abilities, and the gas ran out. Gas ran out. I don't know what to tell you. I liked what Vancouver did in this series. They played the way they had to play. They played the style they had to play. But when all is said and done, the better team won the game. The better team won the series. So, all that said, all that done. Here you go, Edmonton. One more time. For the people in the back, play La Bamba, baby. Here we are, Oilers advance. It's round 3 to face the Dallas Stars on Thursday, 6:30 Mountain Time. We'll be here live. Who do you guys got? Do you guys got Dallas? Or do you have the underdog Edmonton Oilers squeezing out a victory and possibly going to the Cup final for the first time since 2006 to face the blanky blanks? Now, another interesting fact about this Final Four is these Final Four teams haven't won a cup in 25 years. Also, I gotta show these two next images. Sorry, guys. Yes. These Final Four teams haven't won a cup in 25 years. The last team to win a cup in these Final Four was the New York Rangers in 1994. No, it wasn't. It was the Dallas Stars. My bad. Dallas is the one team that won it in 2000 something. Okay. I remember the date. It was a long time ago. I think it was 2001 or something crazy like that. Dallas was the final team to win out of these Final Four. Florida has never won a cup. The Rangers won a cup in 94. The Oilers won it in 1990. Holy shit, we're old. 34 years ago. 1990 is 34 years ago. Holy fuck. Oh god, guys, we're old as fuck. All right. Is it the Oilers' time? Can the Oilers get past Dallas to fix the history, the wrongs that will be righted for Canada and Canadians to finally get a cup home? Now, some of you are going to think, well, do you want Edmonton to be Canada's team? No, I don't. I don't believe that Canada's team BS. We are Canada's only shot at getting a cup, absolutely. But I don't expect every other fan base in Canada to go instantly cheer for the Oilers just because we want a cup in Canada. I don't expect that, and I don't want that. You weren't an Oilers fan when we lost 12 in a row, and we started off the season 1-20, and we're 31st place out of 32 teams. You weren't a fan then. We don't need you to be a fan now. Now that we're the last Canadian team standing, no. I don't believe the hype of, well, there's one Canadian team left. They are now Canada's team. No. We're Edmonton's team. We're the Edmonton Oilers. You want to cheer for us? Perfect. I'm just one of those people that don't believe Canada's team. We have a Canadian team. It's called Team Canada. We watch them in the Worlds. We watch them in the Juniors. We watch them at the Spengler Cup. We watch them at the Olympics. That's Canada's team. This is the Edmonton Oilers from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. We'll see you in the next one. Round 3 playoff preview. Who you got? Who you got? Until then, in the meantime, in the between time, deuces.
Back, Dion going up the center. Over the blue line. Around Del Vecchio. He shoots. He scores!